Good morning, students. Welcome back to Sri Ramanuja Vidya Mandir English class. Well, today we will continue the tenses. I've already explained you the present, past, future tense, and in then we have four forms, that is simple, continuous, perfect, perfect continuous. So with present tense I've already completed simple and continuous. So today we'll go with perfect. Right, we have the English grammar, the class is, and I've already told you this, the tabular form of how the tenses for every class I keep this, so that you don't get confused. Whenever you have a doubt, you will be able to understand the structures, like what comes for present simple continuous. Today we are going to go with perfect and perfect continuous, present perfect continuous. So we will deal with this today. Okay, we will be going with these two parts today. Okay, so we'll start with perfect tense. Fine. I also give you this for every class because I wanted to show you how the sentence forms or the tenses forms are with affirmatives, with negatives, and with interrogatives. Affirmatives means plain sentence, positive sentence, like using all the personal pronouns, the first person, second person, first person plural, second person plural, third person plural, and third person singular. So with that we are going to construct the sentences. You can see he, she, it. These are third person singular, and always we use has for them. In perfect tense, the form or the structure or the sentence is going to be he has started, she has started, it had started. But for the remaining, that means the first person singular plural, second person singular plural, and third person plural, we use have started. So these are affirmative sentences or the positive statements of sentences. Now coming up to negatives. He has not. You can see for has you have applied not there. Or you can also say in a short form hasn't. He hasn't, she hasn't, it hasn't. And for the first person, second person, first person singular plural, second person singular plural, and third person plural, we use have. Same like this. And you will add a not. So that becomes a negative form. But when you come to the interrogatives, I've told you has is going to become the interrogative word, and then the subject starts. So you can see here, has he started, has she started, means these words will come in the middle and these words will go that side. That's all. So for positives and for negatives it will be the same. So I have the definition of the present perfect. So we'll go with it, students. The present perfect is a verb tense which is used to show that an action has taken place once or many times before now. Please bear this in your brains. Before. Now what is happening, I've told you, students, it is continuous. Something which is routine happening, regular happening, it is present simple. Present simple you have to use when something is regularly happening. Now at the moment when you're speaking, whatever is happening is continuous. Now before I speak, just before something has happened, before that something has happened, that will be considered as present perfect. That will be considered as present perfect. So I repeat the definition once again. The present perfect is a verb tense which is used to show that an action has taken place once or many times before now. Once or many times, but before, whatever I speak, before that it has happened. The present perfect is most frequently used to talk about experiences or changes that have taken place. Something which has happened, some changes which has happened. So all this will come in perfect tense. Present perfect it will come. Now present perfect forms. I will just now explain you affirmatives, negatives, and interrogatives we have here. The present perfect is formed using has, have. I've also given you in the tabular form, students, has, have. You want to have a look, I'll show you once again. Okay, not this. Can you see? Has, have. always present perfect will be having has, have, and the third form. Third form means V3 form. Okay, V3. So this is what you have to remember in the when you're making these sentences. The present perfect is formed using has, have, and past participle. Past participle means nothing but V3. I suppose you know V3. I've already many times given you V1, V2, V3, that is eat, ate, eaten. So these are the V3 forms. So you can see it has the past participle with has and have. Questions are indicated by inverting the subject. Same thing, I've told you, no, questions, first you have to use has, and then you have to use the structure, like has she eaten the cake? It's like that. Negatives are with not, has not, have not. Anyway, we have a statement that is affirmatives. You have seen that movie many times. Have you seen that movie many times? So have is first going to come, and then you is going to come. Negative, you have not seen that movie many times. So you just have to add for interrogative. This is negative sentence, this is affirmatives, and this is interrogatives. So there'll be a change, that's all. You just have to use this change. So this is how you're going to make a statement, you're going to make a question, and you're going to make a negative form. And in the questions also negative forms. Anyway, I've made a tabular form for you. You can see here, students. First we'll go with the positives. I have traveled, you have traveled, we have traveled, they have traveled. So first person singular, first person plural, second person singular and plural is you only. Third person plural. So we have first person singular, first person plural, second person singular and plural, third person plural. Now we have third person singular. This is third person singular, masculine gender. And then this is third person singular, feminine gender. And this is third person singular, common or neutral gender. Fine. First we will see the positive cases. I have traveled, you have traveled, we have traveled, they have traveled. So here, till here, you are using have. But after that, for third person singular, maybe it is a masculine gender or feminine gender or common gender, you have to use has. So this much is understood. Now whatever you have, you will change by using not, not, which makes a negative. I have not traveled, or you can also say I haven't traveled. You have not traveled, we have not traveled, they have not traveled. He has not traveled, she has not traveled, it has not traveled. These are easy, students. You easily can frame the sentences. Questions is, I've told you, it becomes reverse. Have I traveled? Have will first come, and then I will come. So have I traveled? Have you traveled? Have we traveled? Have they traveled? But here, has he traveled? Has she traveled? Has it traveled? So these are the constructions of the sentences. Now we will see the uses. I so many times told you, students, present simple, present continuous, present perfect continuous, or whatever. Once when you see the tabular form and you'll carefully try to make sentences, I told you the very first day, make sentences. Don't feel lazy. For every personal pronoun, make sentences. Then only you will be able to understand the usage. Otherwise, you will not understand. I told you. So till now, what I've told you is easy for you and you know how to construct. But where to use it, I've told you previously. We will see about present perfect usage or uses. Use 1 is unspecific time before now. Now, present something. Now, present when something is happening, I've told you it is continuous. I've shown you in the last this thing. But before present, something happened. Before present. So that is called present perfect. So when you are speaking anything which has completed before you could speak, it's completed, it's perfected. Simple. Present perfect means perfect. The task is perfect, the action is perfect. So you will use present perfect there. So this is how you are going to use. Fine, we'll see the definitions. We use the present perfect to say that an action happened at an unspecific time before now. I repeat, unspecific time. The exact time is not important. Carefully see, students, you are not supposed to put a exact time. When you say exact time, it is past tense. Again I repeat, it is not present tense, it is a past tense. When you say yesterday I went to movie, means you are specifically telling a particular time which has completed, which has happened, then that is a past tense. But unexpectedly, you don't know, sorry, it's not unexpectedly, unknowingly, or something which is uncertain, which happened before. When you say that, remember students, it is present perfect. So unspecified, that is present perfect. We can use the present perfect with unspecific expressions such as ever, never, once. You must have remembered I told you ever, never is used for present simple. Never, she never eats, she never drinks, she never goes to school. But here, when it is not specified and when you are using ever and never between has and the verb, then it is going to be present perfect. Don't get worried. Grammar rules appears to be very, very confusing unless and until you practice. Practice makes perfect. So don't worry. Whatever I tell you, you just bluntly try to practice. Then second time when I repeat, you will better understand. Okay. So now I am just introducing, I am teaching you. In the revision classes again when I go with this, then you will be able to understand better. So remember, present perfect are unspecifically used even with ever, never, once, many times, several times, before, so far, already, yet, etc. So these are the keywords. When you remember the keywords, you can automatically apply in the blank the present perfect. You cannot use the present perfect with specific time. I told you again and again, students, with specific time you can never use present. You are not supposed to use for specific time present perfect. Expressions such as yesterday, 1 year ago, last week, when I was a child, when I lived in Japan, at that moment, that day, one day, etc. You will never get present perfect. You will get past simple. Okay, when we'll go with past simple, we will have that. But remember, you cannot use. You can use. When it is unspecified and these keywords are there, you can use present perfect. But when these words are there, remember students, you are not supposed to use present perfect. That much is understood. Fine. Now we'll go with examples. I have seen that movie 20 times. I have seen that movie 20 times. When is it mentioned? Last year or last week? I didn't mention. So when it is unspecific and you have speaking something which is completed, the task is completed, then it is present perfect. I think I have met him once before. Sometime, don't know which day. You're not mentioning a date. Sometime before. So it's a present perfect. There have been many earthquakes in California. Means earthquakes happened in California, but it is you're not specified when it happened. So now I suppose you understand, students. When you go with examples, you'll better understand. People have traveled to moon. Till now, so many people has gone to moon. So have traveled. People have not traveled to Mars. Have you read the books yet? This is a keyword. So yet will show you that something in the past has happened with unspecific time. Nobody has ever climbed. Can you see? I've told you between has and the verb ever, never will come. So nobody has ever climbed that mountain. Okay? He has never climbed that mountain. So because I've used already a negative term, I've used ever over here. But he has never climbed that mountain. So that is also a negative form. Has there ever been a war in the United States? Okay? Has there ever been? This is a question. Yes, there has been a war in the United States. So some few examples I gave you to make you understand where present perfect is going to come. Now the second case or the second usage of the present perfect. Fine. Time expressions with present perfect. How we are going to express? When we use the present perfect, it means that something has happened at some point in our lives before now. Remember, the exact time an action happened is not important. Same thing. Some time ago, some point of time. Means I've lived for so many years there in that place. So some period time, but specifically you're not saying for 5 years. From when to when you don't know. But when you're using these things, then also you can say that it is present perfect. Another one is, sometimes we want to limit the time we are looking in for an experience. We can do this with expressions such as in the last week, in the last year, this week, this month, so far, up to now, etc. Okay. Now, sometimes you can do this. Sometimes when you want to limit some time, that means, for example, I'll say, I've lived in Delhi previously. Means before I could come to Visakhapatnam, I was in Delhi. I lived at Delhi. But now I wanted to specify, I lived at Delhi for 4 years. So, when you wanted to limit the time, then also you can use a present perfect. Can you see, students? Not all the past, from this time to this time. You're specially mentioning from this time to this time. Before present something has happened, so that you wanted to show with some keywords like in the last week, in the last year, this week, this month, so far, up to now, means you're showing. Fine. We'll have examples for them. Have you been to Mexico in the last year? Have you been to Mexico in the last year? Last year, which time specifically we did not mention, but in last year. I have seen that movie 6 times in the last month. They have had 3 tests in the last week. She graduated from university less than 3 years ago. She has worked for 3 different companies so far. My car has broken down 3 times this week. So I suppose you can understand, I gave you in block letters to make you understand the keywords and also the tenses forms. Fine. Now we will go with usage 2. Fine, students. Now we will go with the usage 2. Duration from the past until now. Non-continuous verbs. I suppose you remember, students, when I was teaching you present simple, I was teaching you present continuous. I told you there are particular verb forms which will never have ing forms. You remember? I said senses, thoughts. Okay? When you're possessed something, be forms, these will never have ing forms. Those words will never, like seeing, hearing, loving, hating, finite verbs will not have ing forms. So whichever words will come with ing forms, which are not supposed to come with ing forms, though the keywords for continuous form is there, I told you to put in present simple. I'll just tell you, students. You can see we have present simple, present continuous. Same way, present perfect, present perfect continuous. Now I've told you whichever words which are not going to come in ing forms, not V4 forms. For example, like loving, we only say love. Okay, own, So I've told you some be forms, okay, some possessive words, some senses like see, hear. Now these kind of words are not supposed to have ing forms. They are not supposed to have. So even though the keywords for present continuous is there, you have to write them only in present simple. Same way, whichever are not V4 forms, but they are having the keywords for present perfect continuous, those words are to be written in present perfect. I suppose you understand. So now listen carefully. Used to, duration, from the past until now, non-continuous verbs. Actually, when you see, these will have the keywords of present perfect continuous, but you are not supposed to write them in present perfect continuous because there is no ing forms. You can't say I am loving you, you say I love you. You can't say I am owning a car, you say I own a car. So these words never should be written in ing forms in finite verbs. So in that cases also you will only have to use present perfect. You're not supposed to use present continuous. You're only supposed to use present perfect. Now did you understand? With non-continuous verbs and non-continuous uses of mixed verbs, we use the present perfect to show that something started in the past and has continued up till now. So generally what is present perfect continuous? Something started in the past and it is still continuing now. That is present perfect continuous. But even though those keywords are there for present perfect continuous, the ing forms which are not going to be ing forms, they will be written in present perfect. So that is the meaning of here. So you can see here, I have had cold for 2 weeks. She had been in England for 6 months. Mary has loved chocolate since she was a little girl. This is for this. Okay. Okay. So we have seen that for 6 months. This is the keyword for present perfect continuous, for 2 weeks. Since she was a little girl. Now in the past it started until now it is going on. Started in the past until now it is going on. So when you see these phrases, these are present perfect continuous. But because you are not supposed to use be forms, have had a cold, she had a cold, she has a cold, or I have a cold. So because these are be forms, you are never supposed to use ing forms over here. And then she has been, this is also be form. Loved, love is not going to be used in ing form. So you are going to use has loved. Okay. Now we'll have the keywords. Just have a look into all the keywords for present perfect. Today, whenever you see today, you must use present perfect. Whenever you see just, you have to use present perfect. Just now, till now, so far, up to now. That means in the past till now, whatever is happening, these are the keywords for present perfect. Yet, lately, recently, ever, never, since, once, twice, how long, already, before, for. So when you see these words, you will understand that these are the keywords for present perfect. So here we have some, okay, here we have some sentences. I just gave you some few sentences so that you will be able to understand the perfect tenses. Okay. Put the verbs into the correct form using present perfect. So first one, the word is not work. So what is the answer going to be there? I have not worked today. I have not worked today. Okay. The first one is I have not, sorry, is it negative sentence or is it a positive sentence? It's a positive sentence. I have worked today. I have worked. I have worked today. So have worked. Because it's first person, you have to use have. I have worked today. So this is the first answer. Second one, we buy, the word is buy, we dash a new lamp recently. Recently is today, is a keyword. Recently is a keyword. We dash a new lamp recently. We, plural, no? Have, what is V3 form for buy? Buy, bought, bought, buying. So bought. We have bought a new lamp recently. So that is the answer. We have bought. Okay. Next one is we. Here I've used negative sense. We, the bracket is not plan, our holiday yet. Yet is a keyword. So we have not yet planned, or we have not planned our holiday yet. We have not planned. So this is the tense. We have not planned the holiday yet. We have not planned the holiday yet. So when you practice and when you write, you will automatically get. I have a question over here. Where dash till now? Where have you been? Can you see? So where have you been till now? Where have you been? You remember, students, till now I gave you this keyword, till now. Okay, so I'm just going to circle the keywords. Today is a keyword, recently is a keyword, yet is a keyword, till now is a keyword. Okay, and this is the verb form. Where have you been till now? Okay, I suppose now you can do, students. He dash 5 letters up to now. He has written, third person singular. Can you see? He is third person singular. He has. So for he, has is going to come. He has written. He has written He has written 5 letters up to now. So you can see has written is the verb form and up to now is the keyword. So you have some more sentences. She not see him for a long time. She has not seen him. She has not seen him for a long time. This is a question. BU is the verb forms. At school so far. Have you been at school so far? Can you see this? Have you been? School not start yet. School has not started. Past participle is V3 forms are started. So School has not started yet. Okay, does he? So speak he to his boss. Okay, the answer is, does he speak to his boss? Question mark. Speak he. So does is going to come. Sorry, it's a mistake. It's not does. Perfect tense. Has he. Sorry. Okay. It is okay, students. Sorry. The answer is going to be has he, because perfect tense you have to use has. Has he spoken? Has he spoken to his boss? Has he spoken to his boss? So this is the answer for this. No, he have not. He is third person singular, so has is going to come. No, he has not. No, he has not been there yet. The time. He dash the time yet. No, he has not the time yet. He doesn't have the time. That means he has not the time yet. He has not had the time yet. So these are examples I gave you. You try to search for some more sentences and try to identify first which tense it is. Is it present simple, is it present continuous, or present perfect? And then if you are able, try to find some exercises and try to apply. Then the more you practice, the more you'll get. We'll have the present perfect continuous in the next class. Till then, thank you students. Have a nice day.